Hey, it's Jillian. Now we're going to take a look at a word problem that involves percentage of like some sort of chemical solutions. Now, of course, you can use your common sense in certain ways here. So if you have some 30% alcohol solution and you're going to mix it with some amount of 35% alcohol solution, you know that you're going to end up with some solution that's in between 30 and 35%, right? And you end up with 5 liters of 33% solution. So what we need to figure out is how much of the 30% and how much of the 35% did we use? Now, here's the thing. Let's use, again, common sense so that when we get to our answer, it makes sense. If we're going to mix some 30 and some 35 and end up with 33. I want to ask you, is 33 closer to 35 or is 33 closer to 30? So I'm hoping that you know that 33 is closer to 35, which means that there will be more of the 35% solution in this mixture and less of the 30% solution. If we were looking to make, let's say, a 31% solution, we would be using more of the 30 and less of the 35. So here we're going to have two equations, as always. We're going to have the number of liters, and we're going to have the percent. So just like we had percent with money questions, we're going to have percent with these questions. So if we let x, now remember, I'm not writing everything down now because I know that you can do this without me. So when I'm explaining it, you still need to take your notes and write it down. So here we're going to let x be the number of liters of 30% solution, and we're going to let y be the number of liters of 35% solution. So our liters equation is going to be the amount of 30% alcohol plus the amount of 35% alcohol solution equals the amount of 33. But we know the amount of 33 because we were given it. So we're going to write equals 5. Don't worry about the units with liters and all that stuff. You just need to make sure it's in your final sentence. Now that we have our liters equation, now let's do our percentage equation. So if we want to have 30% of our first alcohol solution, that's going to be 30% of x plus 35% of y equals 33% of the total. And then we're going to multiply, obviously, equation 2 by how many, what number? 10? 100? 1,000? Well, we have how many decimal places? Here only 1, but here 2 and here 2. So we need to multiply equation 2 by 100, or 1 with 2 zeros, so that we can get rid of that. Okie dokes, get started. Pause if you want to, have a minute to write it up. So now what we have here is we solve and we get that y equals 3 and we get that x equals 2. And when we do, what we see is exactly as I said, there will be more of the 35% solution than the 30% solution because 33 is closer to 35 than 30. So again, x is 2 or x is 3, and then of course your final answer will have liters in it. So the final answer will be, therefore there will be 2 liters of 30% solution and 3 liters of 35% solution used. And that's it.